Hi. This is part 3 of what I think is going to go down with season 3 in Cobra Kai. I think I was talking about Mr. Kreese last. So, I read on an internet source that season 3 is supposed to show flashbacks of Mr. Kreese's time in the war in which he was serving. I think he was serving in the Vietnam War. I'm sure somebody will correct that if they watch this and go, hey, that's not right. But they're going to show flashbacks to that and show how Mr. Kreese became the man he is today. From what I observed in Mr. Kreese in season 1 and season 2 is he thinks that being a bully is the only way to get what you want in life. If you are not a bully, people will stomp all over you or ignore you. And you just have to fight dirty or do whatever means is necessary to get something you want, if you want it badly enough. I think that Johnny was trying to give Mr. Kreese a chance by letting him come back to the dojo, but I don't think he was really trying to understand Mr. Kreese as a human being. I say that because in season 2, we have a scene where Mr. Kreese is holding a picture of himself as a soldier, and he's trying to talk to Johnny about it, but Johnny cuts him off and says, well, I gotta do something with the kids. The kids were his main focus. And I think Johnny probably didn't really want to hear Mr. Kreese said because he doesn't know what Mr. Kreese says, what's real and what's not real. This is due to the fact that when Mr. Kreese first showed up, he said, oh, I've fought and served and been here and been there, and Johnny ate it all up, but it wasn't till Miguel noticed some inconsistencies in Mr. Kreese's stories and told him that he decided to tail Mr. Kreese, and he found out he's really living in something like a homeless shelter. And Johnny, asked for the truth, and Mr. Kreese gave it to him that he had served once, he had tried a bunch of odd jobs other than karate. I don't think he found a line of work that he could do, and so he had tried to serve again but was told he was too old and he wasn't fit, so he fell just into poverty and obscurity, and the only reason Mr. Kreese gave that to him because he was caught in his lie. And so while Johnny accepted what Mr. Kreese said and was trying to be nice by giving him like a place at the dojo, I don't think he really wanted to he didn't really want to have to sort through what was real and what wasn't real with what Mr. Kreese said concerning his war history. So I think that Daniel and Johnny will team up. A lot of people are saying, oh, they're going to team up and fight against Mr. Kreese in this, like, epic showdown. Which, that might be a little bit of what happens, but I think the two of them will have to go digging into Mr. Kreese's past to put together how he became the person he was and really try to talk to him in a way that shows that they're trying to understand him and say, hey, that speaks to Mr. Kreese and says, hey man, yeah, we understand you're messed up, but because X, Y, and Z happened, but you can't be in charge of a dojo full of kids because of, all the baggage you come with. And I think they're going to just have to talk to him in a way that gets him to convince Mr. Kreese to realize he's not good for the kids, he's not good for the dojo, and give the papers of ownership back over to Johnny and step down and do something else. I don't know what his calling would be, but it's not teaching kids karate. Season 3 could show something else he does instead, and he becomes like a reformed villain of sorts, if you want to call it that. And I believe that season 3 might set up like somebody bigger than Mr. Kreese that might come into the picture, like Terry Silver. Terry Silver was a villain from one of the Karate Kid movies. And one YouTuber, I think it was Party Watch, said Terry Silver was 10 times more arrogant than Mr. Kreese and probably would be a lot harder to take down. So some stuff might happen that sets him up for the next villain. I also think that season 3 is going to involve the kids that are idolizing Mr. Kreese right now. They think he is the greatest thing since sliced bread, with all the crap he has fed them about his war stories. Miguel was the only one, I think, that really didn't believe him. And his preach of, like, fight however means you got to get to do what you want, including trash the Miyagi dojo. It's gonna take a while for them to see he's really not a great teacher, and some stuff is probably going to happen to them. I think the former students of the Miyagi dojo, while Daniel and Robbie are off in Okinawa, they're going to try to fight karate on their they're going to try to hold their own practice sessions, and I think Sam would be the teacher, the lead teacher maybe. This would give Sam a way to, like, take charge and maybe work out her own issues and possibly make friends. I think Sam is desperately wanting more female friends, which may happen in season 3. We see that all she has is this girl named Moon, really, by the end of season 2, that's potentially a friend. Maybe, Aisha cares about her other friend that's in Cobra Kai, but she doesn't really hang out with Sam. So, yeah, it would be good if she got a bigger circle of friends, and if Tori could get, like, within that circle of friends. These two girls need to work out their stuff in between each other, and I have probably already said that, but that will be a huge part of season 3. And I'll stop there.